Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very hot and warm bite size. How are we all doing? Let me know in the comments if you are too. Melting. It's just extremely hot over here in the UK. It's extremely hot in this little office I've got. So welcome everybody to Bite Size. This is our sort of Monday hangout live stream kind of thing. We may or may not get Thomas from Believe in the Run. He messaged me earlier and said, I've got only 30 minutes for you. When those 30 minutes are, I've got no idea. So let's see if he turns up. Usually he just sort of turns up and then we drop him in. So let's see if he turns up or not. He usually gets his times wrong because I know he's up in the mountains. So let's see if Thomas joins us or not. But don't worry if he doesn't, because we've got plenty to get into because there's loads going on. So as always with this, the live stream that we do on a Monday night, it's down to you to get involved, ask some questions, talk about whatever you want to chat about. But yeah, get involved with what's going on tonight. Questions, comments, whatever you want to discuss. We are here to discuss shoes, coaching stuff, running, just hang out, whatever you want to do. But yes, it is very, very warm. Now, if you're listening to us as a podcast, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking us out. I know a lot of you now listen to the Bite Size as well as the normal show, the Friday show as well. I've got a lot of feedback on that, actually, that a lot of you are now realizing that the Monday one is out and then you're going back and listen to them and then sort of catching up with them, which is kind of cool. So that's pretty awesome. So thanks very much for doing that. So yes, and don't forget, if you are watching or listening to all these back, make sure you leave nice reviews, especially on like Apple and all that sort of stuff. That's super cool. So yes, again, if you're joining us a little bit later, I'll keep remind you, we may have Thomas, we may have not. I know he's up in the mountains and he said that he's got half hour. So when that half hour is, anything could happen. I will drop him a message in about 10 minutes if I haven't heard from him. So he might pop in, he might not. But anyway, so how are we all doing? Again, let me know in the comments how you're getting on, what's going on in the world. We've got a lot of shoes out at the moment. We dropped the Puma Deviate Nitro 3 review today. That was sitting on embargo until today. I actually nearly came out with that early. just a shout out to everybody. I had to check with Puma, because I nearly came out of dropped to one with regards to the embargo on that one. I had to have it reconfirmed. There was actually a video that came out from somebody that actually got taken down by Puma, which is quite cool. So that's quite a funny story. But yeah, so that was out today. If you've not seen that, the Deviate Nitro 3, I would check that out. The thing I would recommend with that shoe is it's a fraction narrow. Again, all Pumas seem at the moment to be narrow. So definitely make sure that you're aware of that if you're buying them. And now there has been, if you go into the comments of that video, a lot of discussion around whether there's a wide fit, not a wide fit. I know in the previous version 2, there was a wide fit. So I don't know whether there's one that's coming out, not coming out, whatever, but there was a wide fit in the previous shoe. So if you do need a slightly wider fit, then definitely check that out. I don't even know whether that's on sale, the wide fit or not. So yeah, have a look at that. But again, you can grab that shoe at Puma or Start Fitness. I've got it here. It's where I unpacked. For those asking on the comments, the Elite 3 video drops tomorrow morning as well. Okay, so this is the Deviate Nitro Elite 3 that I'm holding up for the podcast people. I wore this yesterday in the Leeds 10K. Okay, so the race video, my view after that race is coming tomorrow. Okay, so that's the Puma Elite 3. So we're doing those two shoes back to back, mainly because of the embargoes on the Elite shoe, on the Deviate shoe. That was a later embargo than this one. The embargo lifted on this one at I think June the 10th, and the other one was the 24th. I don't know why they did it in that order, to be honest. But yeah, so this is on sale, I think, at Start Fitness on July the 1st. There's a heads up. Okay. But yeah, so that video drops tomorrow. That's also got Nitro written on it, which is pretty awesome. Again, but people in the comments, let me know what you guys think about this. So people today in the comments on the Deviate video were saying that they don't like the Nitro or the Nitro written on it. What's your feeling on that? This is the Elite shoe, not the normal one, let's call it. So yes, have a look at that. Let me know in the comments, so we'll dive into that. Questions again. If you're coming later, just another shout out. Let's message him actually. Thomas may or may not be here. He usually gets his timings completely wrong. Yeah, where is he? He's just messaged me. Are we doing this? Yeah, you joining? Maybe he's got the wrong link. I'm just figuring it out live on here. He's typing. Talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. I bet he's got the wrong link. Oh, I think he's on Friday's show. I think he's actually on Friday's show. So I'm not sure how. Hang on. How do we invite guests? Add. Copy invite link. This is great, isn't it? The fact that we're doing this live on here. Don't you think? This is pretty awesome. Talk amongst yourselves in the thing while I try and sort Thomas out. This is the problem when you do it live. Okay, here we go. Okay, right, he's coming. You ready? It better be worth the wait, Thomas. And why he wait to him to come in? Let me know in the comments whether you think he's going to break any embargoes. Let me know. So Rob G, I've just seen, loves the thing. While we do wait for him, I don't know whether he's got it or not. The other one we dropped was this, the Hurricane from Saucony. Did you see that? Anybody's got any thoughts on the Hurricane? So, okay, I'm holding up the Hurricane 24 on the camera. So let me know whether you've got any thoughts on that. This is like I'd say mild stability. Here he is. Hey, look, there he is. I've got your favourite shoe here.
No.
Does this mean I've only got you for 15 minutes now?
I have to jump at it's 12:30 here, so I have to be someplace at, or 12 here in the noon. So
okay,
I have to be someplace at 1 o'clock.
Are you still in the mountains?
We are still in the mountains.
What a hero! Right. So, firstly, if you don't know who he is, he's the boss. Think Bruce Springsteen in the running world. Okay. This is Thomas from Believe in the Run, and you've probably already followed them anyway, so I wouldn't even worry, right? Everybody follows you now. Yeah, there we go. So if I've only got you for 15 minutes, firstly, how are you?
I'm doing great. How's England? It is nice and beautiful. It is here in the Sierra Nevadas in California, overlooking Tahoe.
I am sweating my bits off. It is so humid over here and warm. It's like gone from rainy, cold, like you remember it, to like Nevada desert.
Yeah. There's a heat wave back in Baltimore right now. I'm kind of glad that I'm out here in the mountains and missing all of that. Matter of fact, the thing I got to do at 1 o'clock is go river rafting.
Oh, dude, what a hero! You're living the life.
Work is hard. Work is hard.
It's so hard. All right, so if I've only got you for whatever it was, I'm going to ask you some really important questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Firstly, because this is important, because you're the man. What is the best shoe you have tried this year so far?
Well, I'm hoping that it's a shoe that I'm going to run in tomorrow.
Are you allowed to?
Here doing trails, but tomorrow I'm going to run in the road, and I've got the Superblast too.
Oh,
to go out there in it, and I'm really hoping that's a good one. There's been plenty of good shoes this year, though. I actually really like the Puma DV8 Nitro 3.
Elite or the normal?
The normal, the
okay.
DV8, not the Elite. Mm-hmm. I like the Elite too, but like for daily trainer right now, I'd probably go. I'm enjoying that one. I enjoyed the earlier version of the Hoka Mach 6. I like the Neuberger, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of good options out there right now.
We had Ben Felton on last week before. You know, Ben is running. He's got 200 Ks into the Superblast because he's sample size, so they gave it to him whenever, right? He says he's done most of his training in it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna keep people happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 3 is gonna blow people away.
I love the fact. This is why I love Thomas so much. Again, Bruce Springsteen, people. He's already on 3. Yeah, forget your 2. 2 so last year. He's already on 3.
You are gonna love the 2. And if you like the one, I think you're going to like the two. There's going to, some people are going to complain to gain a fraction of a couple, whatever. But I think that you're going to enjoy it. I think it becomes a little more versatile. I think the new upper is going to be more accommodating to more people. And I think it's just a sharp looking shoe.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to say anything. Okay. Apart from the Superblast 2, 3, or 4, whatever number you're on, what shoe is left to come this year that everybody here needs to be ready for? Because you do it every year. You say like Prime X2 and everything else. You get everyone hyped. So get us hyped.
I mean, I do think we're going to see some race ready stuff from Adidas by the end of the year. Our team is going to be running Berlin, and I'm pretty excited about what we'll be running in.
I need to talk to you about that off of there.
All right.
Just remembered something.
Hey, if you're going to be there, I'd love you to be participating with us. So
yeah, we'll discuss that because I've only got you for like 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about, because I still loved it, and I discussed this with somebody from Brooks, your Hyperion Elite video. Yeah, don't worry about it, because
how did that discussion go?
To be honest with you, the thing is, right, I hammered them for years, and I have to give them full credit that they're doing everything to turn that round, right? And I know that there's something coming that will hopefully appease you a little bit. You probably know it, same as me. But what do you think? Because you guys are getting it now. We don't get it for a while because it's delayed here, but the Hyperion Max 2?
Yeah, I haven't run in the Hyperion Max 2. They haven't sent it yet. I don't think it's because we pan the Hyperion Elite.
No.
I just think that we just haven't gotten the shoe. It's just different companies. We just got a nice round of shoes from New Balance that we'll be excited to share. Megan ran in the Pacer 2 for a 5K the other day, yesterday, I guess. And she was pretty happy with the shoe, even though it was like 100 degrees during her 5K. And I think she was a little disappointed. She didn't quite get the kick she wanted, but the shoe was good, I think.
Okay. The one I was chatting to somebody about today was, actually it was two, but one of them was the Puma. I think it's the Max, the super pumped up Puma that's coming.
The one that looks like a fast star got stung by a bee or has a shellfish allergy.
It just looks like this on drugs. Like it's just like massive steroids. It's been to the gym for about 100 days, down in LA. So that looks kind of weird, but cool at the same time. I don't know whether it's going to be something like the Superblast.
I mean, it's fun when you get, these companies playing around with stuff. And the majority of people buying running shoes are going to go out, they're going to get their Ghost, or they're going to get their, standard, whatever they continue to get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after that. The ones that get us excited, and the reason why I think that we have a place in the community, is just we really love the super trainers, the ones that try something a little bit different, the ones that give you a different experience when you go for a run. So I'm all for experimentation.
We've got a question in, there's loads in there, but I'll try and... Everybody's put questions in that are not related to Thomas. I'll come back to him once he goes off and does his rafting. It's just
Stay on topic, people.
Yeah. This is give us your 3 shoe rotation for your Berlin Marathon training. Again, Thomas is like reviewing shoes left, right, and center, right? So it's a little bit hard, but let's say ideal.
Yeah, it would have to be ideal. Obviously, we're going to be training in whatever we're testing out. I mean, since we're going with Adidas, I'll start there. I really like the new SL2. I think it's kind of like a Takumi Sen that you can wear every day. It's got a nice light feel to it. The Light Strike Pro is pretty good there in the center and the core. I still love the Boston 12. I would probably go up for, like, if I was like doing quicker stuff, or I wanted something a little more responsive for a longer run that I was maybe going to throw some tempo miles in. And then I like the Pro 3. I'm excited to see what's coming after the Pro 3. So I'd probably go with that over anything else. And then I ran the Boston Marathon in the Evo 1.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I like it a lot. I think it's a great shoe. It might be I mean, it was a hot day, so paces were a little bit off. But I kind of wanted. I think I'll be happier in the Adios Pro shoe than I would be in the Evo 1. Megan had a phenomenal race in the Evo 1 and loves that thing. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good benchmark for all of it, right? So to be
yeah.
honest with you, yeah. Question from Matt Nash, because again, you're ahead of everybody. We currently have carbon plates and super foams. What do you think is the next big evolution? So what's coming in 2025, apart from Superblast 3, that we can all get excited about, you think?
More foams. I mean, better running through chemistry. I think that we're going to have new foams coming out. The unfortunate thing for most consumers is you hear fresh foam or you hear fuel cell or you hear, Superblast or turbo or, these different marketing names they have for foams. And you don't see that they're actually different. Even in the line, they're different from one shoe to another. And then I really think that the running shoes have figured out that the foams are the next thing. The weirdest thing to me is we're getting all these shoes in, like the Triumph 22. We're going to see a shoe coming out from Adidas soon. And everybody's got a daily trainer that's like 11 ounces. I don't know what that is in grams off the top of my head, but it's probably close to 300 or something
Is
like
that the Beyond that you're talking about?
No.
Another one.
Just, I love getting a boost in the morning.
Oh, look at him. Look,
That's why I drink a lot of coffee. It's ultra exciting to drink, and get that boost from coffee. But so you're gonna see, shoes coming out, and I don't understand it. Because even when I'm doing an easy run, I like some a little bit lighter because your feet just feel heavy. So I'd like to see I feel like this year shoe companies were like, screw it, we're just going to put out whatever weight we want.
Yeah.
And there's several models that we've been running in lately that are like over the 11-ounce mark.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? They've all done it, haven't they? They've just like gone, we just put this weight on, we put the stacks up, but again, the Puma's a good example, right? Just, I know it's the elite, but they put the stack up, but they've kept the weight down. So I know that's the process, the compound they've used in that, but still, it can be done, right? It's just, I don't know. It is a fun, like the Triumph 22 is a great example. That just feels a little bit like a nothing shoe, like the small runs that I've done in it. It's like, and it's I mentioned the Beyond Adidas. That's just awful.
There may be, I'm thinking that the shoes will be getting lighter, but there may be an advantage to training in a heavier shoe. And then when you strap on your fast or race day tempo shoe, you do feel like a boost. Because like I come out of reviewing one of those shoes, like the Triumph, and I throw on another daily trainer that's 9 ounces.
Yeah.
And I feel like got liquid lightning on my feet.
Are you going for a time in Berlin?
Oh yeah, I will. I'm going to try to give it my best effort. I really trained hard for Boston, and put in a lot of effort, and everything. All my training was great. It just went really well. It was one of my best training blocks ever. And you just get a warm day or you get something that's going to throw you off. And I just don't run well in heat. So if it's above 60 degrees at start, I don't even know why I should.
You're done.
Run. Yeah. So I think, I felt like I lost about 20 minutes in Boston due to like just overheating and just being like, not being able to get in that second gear mode. But yeah.
Okay. Separate question. Are you guys, because somebody I know just got a place in New York, are you guys going to be smashing New York again this year in a shakeout and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, we'll be working with, so our fall schedule is, so from here, we're in California right now. This weekend we'll be with Hoka doing the Western States. Nice. And, talking about the Tecton X 2.5, which is a precursor to the Tecton 3 that will be out shortly. And then we go back to the East Coast. Then I come back. We're going to do something with Running Warehouse and other people like Drew Whitcomb, Ashley Mateo. I forget who some of the other people are that are going to be at the summit. And Mike. So we'll be doing kind of a running people thing for Running Warehouse. Yeah. Then we go to Paris. Or we'll be doing some tours around the U.S. and then we go to Paris for the Olympics.
Okay.
and then we'll be at Berlin with Adidas, Chicago with New Balance, New York with New Balance.
Okay.
And I think we're sending a couple people to Amsterdam.
That's unbelievable. Aren't you coming? That's unbelievable, that race.
Yeah. And so you actually know one of them's a UK guy that maybe we're sending to Amsterdam.
To the Dam? Who's that?
It's a guy who can do like magic tricks with shoes.
Aubrey.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he's going to get ruined in Amsterdam.
We'll see. Yeah, so he's possibly going to Amsterdam with Mizuno. So we're trying to work out the details.
Try, because they sent the running channel sent somebody there the other. Honestly, it's a phenomenal event. The start is just like it's like a rave.
Do you know Carl on our team?
No, did I meet him? I don't know.
Yeah, Carl is our videographer and editor for video, and he ran his first marathon was Amsterdam, and he had a great one.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is. It's a good one. Okay, what do you? I'm going to throw this to you. What do you recommend as a decent, stable, neutral daily trainer? What do you think of the Rebel, by the way?
I like the Rebel a lot. That's one of the shoes I took to 100 miles to kind of give a longer form, feedback. Normally we run at least 20 miles in a shoe. If I really like a shoe and we're not like swamped with things, like I'm thinking, even though we have a lot of shoes coming in right now, I kind of want to get the Superblast 2 up to 100 miles and give a review on that. Because I think it's going to have a little bit of a different feel over time.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but
no. They get better.
Yeah. And, but yeah, I really like the Rebel before. If you want a light daily trainer I feel like it's fun, it's like the whole point of the shoes. It's a hard thing to describe, but when you don't dread going out for a run and you think that your feet are going to be slogging, it makes for a fun run. And I think that's one of those shoes you can throw on and have a good run. I would say that one, the Mach 6 is in that same lightweight, nice cushioning realm. I'd throw the Nova Blast 4 in there.
Yeah, I don't think the Nova Blast 4 gets enough love, to be honest. I don't think this, as you say, the Max 6 SL2 now is going to take people away.
Yeah, SL2. I think it's that SL2, Rebel, Mach 6. Those are all kind of in the same category for me.
Yeah, I think it's whatever works for you out of those three, right? It's whether how your foot is, how your biomechanics are, whatever. One of those
like
three.
You need a narrower foot for the Adidas.
Yeah, whatever works amongst you, unless you want to go like up into stack or something like that. Then
and the Rebel's great for someone who wants a little more room in the toe box. That.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so we can't talk about that. It's the hard thing is with having you on. There's so many things I want to ask you, but I know we can't because we'll get into trouble.
You can try.
I think you've done very well actually in regards to some of the stuff. So, do you have a release date for the Superblast 2 in the US yet?
Yes, it will be released in July.
Yeah, okay. So is that the same as the world? That's the same as Australia and everything else?
I do think that Asics tries to coordinate launches globally. So I'm hoping that, yes, you guys will be getting it. It's kind of strange how some of these companies work because you guys are separate. Europe is separate from, the US. We'll find like product, like most companies will launch in the US first. And there's a few companies that will do Europe, like Adidas does Europe. Usually I'll see somebody's got a shoe or something, because they're over in Germany or, in the UK and have access to it. So
yeah. Okay. Are you planning on doing anything with Mike? Because I was on his. He got me. Have you ever done this quiz thing that he makes you do? It's like name that shoe on Kafuzi's channel.
I've never done it, but
he's nasty in some days, right? But the best thing is he actually left one of the shoes. He took it away from so I could see which one it was. But are you doing anything with him coming up? Is he going to be at that thing?
We always tend to run into someplace. I think that we'll probably see him in Berlin because he's going to be running 100%. Berlin. I think Berlin this year is going to be sick because it's Kafuzi 6-star, it's Megan 6-star, it's my 6-star. We're going to have a bunch of people there. We're trying to work with some people we've recommended some people that we'd like to have at some of these events. So I think they're obviously in Chicago. We're going to run into
Yeah.
He usually typically works with Asics for that one,
Hmm.
so we won't be on the same team this year. But you know, we're friends, so we'll see him.
Okay,
We'll
that's
hang
cool.
out.
And Matt Choi, because that guy's
Uh,
just a machine.
you know, I don't know. Matt's big shot. Like Matt is that
You're a
dude
big
is
shot.
Matt is. It's a different world. Like Matt is. He's he's a businessman. He's like he's up there, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if he'll be. I might have to pay him an appearance fee or something.
Oh man, I'll never forget when he gave me that bear hug. Just literally before I got on the start line at Berlin, it like broke me. I was like wounded
Yeah,
for about the first mile.
he's a good guy. I
Yeah,
hope you know.
100%.
It's like you know all of like you don't. There's so many people in this space. You
Mm.
can find somebody that you enjoy and resonates with you. I happen to love you know all these guys and in a nice way. I was actually just talking to Dylan Bowman yesterday, who's big in the trail in the U.S. I
Okay.
don't know if you're familiar with him. Free trail, but I was like, these are all our contemporaries. Like someday we're gonna look back and be like, what an amazing time that we had, and we got to be with FORDY, Matt Choi, Capuzzi, you know, all these people that we
Yeah.
interact with. This is gonna be like a really interesting like time in the future when we look back at all this and go, wow, that was fun.
That was awesome. Yeah, that is the cool thing when we get together. I think I mean I felt that in New York, right? But when we all get together, it's just great fun, right? And that's what people want. They want the energy and they want the fun. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what's all right. So before you go, which brand, not this year, next year is going to absolutely surprise us?
I don't know if surprise is a word. I think
Hmm.
they're just going to keep rolling. And I think that next year, Asics is just going to, the build is continuing. And I think we're going to see some really exciting product continue to come out from Asics. I'm hoping that the same from New Balance.
Hmm.
They seem to be focused on performance running and wanted to give it. And like Nike seems to be throwing everything at the wall right now. Like we've got like 3 Pegasus coming. We've got all this
True.
different stuff. You know, you got to see it. I really feel like the next build and why we're going to see some amazing product from all the companies is Los Angeles is going to have the Olympics in
Ah,
2028.
true. Very good point.
And they all want to be in the mix. And I think this is a huge opportunity for especially the American running companies. But like Asics is interesting, even though it's Japanese, they have such a strong American team here
Hmm.
that it feels also like, you know, a Nike, a New Balance, or any of the other ones that are based out of here. But I really think we're just going to see some really interesting product. We're going to see some new foams. We're going to see some things that are going to blow you away.
I love it. I love it. You got to go.
Yeah, pretty much. But you got another
I've got
question?
one question because
All right.
they're spending a lot of money over here, not on running because we all know about them, but Saucony over here because Mike made a really good observation. He's seeing a lot of the stuff that Saucony are doing over here on his feed. Where do you put them at the moment?
You know, I feel like they have good product.
Mm.
In some ways, some of the best product in different ways. Like the Endorphin Speed is such a popular shoe
Hmm.
uh, over here, and it really does the trick. I think it's not as unique anymore now that there's like the Deviate 3. I think you have other competitors. I even think the Magic Speed 4 from Asics
Right.
kind
Okay.
of dips into there. But they seem to be having some shifting because they kind of move stuff back and forth between, you know, Boston, and now they moved to the Midwest of the
Hmm.
United States. And I think that shook up the company a little bit.
Right.
So we're seeing kind of like almost like an identity crisis
Fair
where
point.
we're like, I'm really clear. Okay, this is the direction that this company's going. This is how this company wants to talk to consumers. And I'm seeing all that, and I'm kind of seeing Saucony being like,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good
yeah,
point. Over here, they seem to be going for that high rocks shirt of under 30s. Let's run around
oh
London.
wow,
Yeah.
I would not associate them with that
No,
sort
right.
of.
But that's where they're trying to put, you can see they're moving their market into that way, like the Hoka way, like where they are over here on running, that sort of audience, which is fine.
Yeah.
The TikTok, the TikTok Instagrammers, they seem to have switched that a little bit that way. Whether that's the plan or not, but that seems to be where they're, I don't, as I say, I know they've changed it up, and even over here, they've changed agency, changed like heads and stuff like that. So
yeah, they're kind of doing like in the middle of I think a rebrand or a different direction. But it's funny you mentioned the High Rocks thing. I keep seeing everybody's like, it's a running boom, and it is, but I keep seeing all these people that are doing like everything but running, but wanting to be a running group.
yeah, that's
like,
it.
We're gonna, hey everybody, we're gonna run 2-3 miles, but then we're gonna do a workout.
Yeah, we're going to CrossFit in the middle of it.
Run 2-3 miles, and then we're gonna play tag, or it's like everybody. There's a whole movement of people that I feel like you don't really like running.
No,
you like the social aspect.
that's it.
You like the group thing, but you're not. Running is part of it.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's what's fashionable, and you see it all over. But whatever, right? Whatever gets people going. Do you know what I mean? Whatever,
absolutely.
Right?
But the difference is, like, I feel like is High Rocks, is that the new CrossFit, or is it the new Spartan Run? Is it the new?
I just think it's the new thing for TikTok.
Okay.
I mean, that's basically it. It's like, let's go.
I mean, I have to tell you, I saw Matt Choi doing it, and he looks good. He's always got his shirt off, but he was throwing those ropes and stuff, and I'm like, I can't do that.
No, me neither, bro. Me neither. Okay, look. Firstly, I need to speak to you about Berlin, because I'm definitely there, and I want to talk to you about that if that's okay. But I'll do that off of here. Yeah. But I also want to thank you for taking time out of you being in the mountains and everything, because I know you're super busy. So thanks very much for genuinely for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, it's always an honor to be sitting down with FORDY.
Well, look, we're gonna hang out in Berlin, so that's all good, right?
Yeah. And are you coming to any of the ones in the States?
At the moment, no. Yeah, that's all. At the moment, no.
Okay.
Okay. I'll chat to you about that. Right. But yeah, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, bud.
All right, but look, again, thanks a lot. Yeah. Everybody loves you. That's basically what I've got, and they're all asking about Superblast 2. But he doesn't care about Superblast. He's on Superblast 3, people.
No, I do care about Superblast 2. I very much care about it. I just, you hear a thing, you get a thing, and it buzzes in your ear, and you're like, wow, yeah, that would be cool.
I get it. I get it. I get it 100%. No, that's awesome. Again, as soon as that review drops, that will come out on whenever the embargo lifts. Make sure you head straight to Believe in the Run, please, and watch that review. You need to check that out before anything else.
Yeah, we'll be throwing up a first impression video this week.
Is that going to be you and Robbie?
It's going to be myself and Megan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Robbie's back in Baltimore now. Okay. He left Colorado, or I keep wanting to say it's Colorado, in California yesterday. All right. And Megan's coming out for the Hoka thing. So
you're going to film it out there?
Yeah, she'll be here.
Sweet. So it's coming, people. Because honestly, the guys over here are going nuts about it. That's all
they should. Isn't it fun to get excited about something other than like politics and religion and all that stuff? It's fun to hey, it's just a shoe, but it gives you something positive to think about.
As you famously said to me in London the first time I met you, it's all about the gear, FORDY. It's all about the gear.
It is.
There you go.
You look good, feel good, run well.
Yeah, there we go. That's the boss for you. All the way from Colorado, wherever he is.
California. Yeah, California.
Same, I think. But yeah.
It's beautiful out here. You got to get out here, man.
I'd love to, bro. It's like anything, isn't it? It's just time. That's the thing.
Right. All right. I got to run because I got to start drinking beers in the middle of the day while I float down a river. But
such a hard day. All right, man. I'll message you about Berlin.
All right, buddy.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Hey, wait.
Oh yeah, go on in.
Who did I say to get bent last time?
Toe. Tell him again.
Tell Toby to get bent.
There, good man. I'll see you soon. Yeah, thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy.
Care. Bye. Okay, team. So as Thomas leaves us, works out how to leave us. He doesn't know how to do it.
I don't.
He's gone. I'm just going to have a quick scoot through. So if you came in late, he basically spoke about the Superblast 2, which is imminent, okay? The guys that Believe in the Run will be having that. As you heard, first impressions videos coming up very, very soon. He's got nearly 100 miles. I think he might have even said he had 100 miles in Superblast 2. I'm not going to say any more than that. But all I'm going to say is that's imminent, okay? So watch out for that one. I'm just going to zip through to see if there's anything. Evening 40 just got in for, oh, no, that's the wrong one. But music round. Hi, Chris. Do you know a good marathon in Essex for spring 2025? A Chelmsford marathon. I know that's in the autumn. So I'm not sure, to be honest with you, in Essex. A good marathon in Essex. I'm not aware of one. Evening, Mick. How should I adjust my training? Yeah, I think in terms of the warmer weather, just take everything down, you know, like 40%. Just take it back. I go more on effort than anything else. Yeah. Just go more on effort. And that's the simple way to do it. Okay. It's going to feel harder. So yeah. Currently. There we go. Love the banging nitro. That was about the elite foam. That's cool. Thomas is there. About to start Valencia training and looking for recommendations for a Saucony long distance shoe. This shoe's perfect for you, Rob. If you're still here, check out the Hurricane 24. This is mild stability, long run heaven here. PB foam, which is probably not PB foam, but I would strongly recommend you check out the Hurricane 24 if you are marathon training. And you need some mild stability, check out the Saucony Hurricane 24. Adidas Pro 4, we're not allowed to talk about that. Let's go down. Decent, we answered that. Is the New Balance Fuel Cell 4 as soft as the Neuberger 4? Looking for a forward cushioned, comfortable daily trainer. Yeah, I would say, like we said with Thomas, the Fuel Cell Rebel 4, Hoka Max 6, or the Neuberger 4 the Adidas SL are probably good challenges to the Neuberger 4. So there's 4 shoes there. One of them will work for you. Okay. Good question here from John. Do people really need carbon plate shoes if not a top tier? I think so. I think it works for people. Yeah, crack on. If it works for you, then yeah. My personal opinion is I like to use carbon plates and the technology that's there. Super trainer. Hopefully, it's more stability cushion than the killer pot. Okay. Moving down. Oh, this is great. I think I've absolutely got everyone. Why is it you stay away from running shoes that heal issues when running? Was this? Why is it you stay away from running shoes that have heel issues when running? I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, I'm going to stay away from shoes that have heel issues in general. So maybe that's just a coincidence. Not sure. But I think that's it. I think that is an amazing show. I don't know how we got to 38 minutes today, guys. But I think the key takeaways from tonight is that you're all awesome for tuning in. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Second thing is Thomas is living the best life because he's out in California testing shoes, going rafting and drinking beers. The Superblast 2 is going to be awesome. I'm going to Berlin with Thomas and we're going to hang out. So if you're coming to Berlin, we are going to have the biggest shakeout run you've ever seen in your whole life. And I think that's about it, isn't it? I think I've wrapped it up well there. Thank you very much to everybody. I am back on Friday's show live with you guys. I think what are we talking about? I can't remember. But we're going to be talking about something that's awesome. So make sure you tune into that Friday live at 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock. And I will be back Monday next week live as usual. We'll have more shoes to talk about. I'm not sure we've got a guest or not. I know we've got Emily from Run Like Hellas coming on in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure it's next week. It might be the week after. So, yeah, 8th of July, actually, Emily's coming on. So next week's just me, and then the following week we've got Emily. If there's any other sort of review channels, anything like that you'd like to get back on here, I know obviously we've had Aubrey on as well that Thomas mentioned. So if there's anybody you want me to get on here, no, Ed Bud won't come on here. I've emailed him twice before you ask. He doesn't reply to my email. So I'm not sure he'll come on, but anybody else you want on here, then we can do that as well. So I'm happy to have anybody on here say that has the decency to reply to my emails. But yeah, other than that, let me know if you've got any suggestions, and we'll have them and come on and hang out as well. Yeah, but that's it. Thanks very much as always. Where's the outro? Bring on the gang. Yeah, actually, that's a good shout. I'd like to get either like Kieran on here or Nick, who was literally I saw him the other week. And I was on with Mike Kafuzi on Thursday, as I said, and Ed Bud, he doesn't reply to my email. So other than that, I'm happy to get. But yeah, Kieran's a good chat, actually. I might try and speak to Kieran or Nick next time I bump into him. So that's a very good chat. I'll probably see them at the Saucony 10K. So I'll probably do that. But yeah, if you've got any other suggestions about who, yeah, Andy Forrester Dean would be good. It's a good shout. Yeah, speak to Andy. That's a good shout, actually. I'll message Andy. I'll do that right now. I'll message Andy. Maybe I could even try and get him on next week. See what he's up to. But yeah, anybody else, have a think about it and let me know next week. All right. So I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Yeah.